Men of Valor Camp came about because I wanted to challenge my nephews and a few other young men back in the summer of 2022. My desire and goal is to challenge young men to have a personal relationship with Christ and not to run away when life is hard, but embrace the hardship of life and be willing to have the mindset set by Jesus and become a servant and put other needs above themselves. I'll be talking about real life issues I see with young men, such as laziness, pride, lack of desire, pornography, just like Second Timothy 3 talks about how people will be lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. I'm by no means perfect, and I want to join in and encourage them in the fight to live counterculture and challenge them spiritually and physically. We as men are dumb and stubborn most of the time and tend not to learn things until it gets really hard. So, yes, Men of Valor will be hard physically and mentally, but I also believe in having a good time, and so we'll be playing some sports and group games and spend a lot of time learning some basic skills, basic medical, rope systems, canoeing, team building exercises. A typical day is spent waking up, doing PT, having your personal devotions, spending time in a group chapel service, having either sports in the morning or a class of some sort, afternoons spent in team challenges or classes or practical exercises. Then we'll spend time dinner, having evening games, and an evening chapel service as well. I also want the young men to spend the time during the meals learning how to cook, and so they'll be switching off on who's cooking and who's cleaning up, but I want them to be able to learn the skill of how to make food. We will be memorizing Philippians chapter 2, verses 1 through 18 while we are there. I think it's one of the most impactful chapters in my life, just realizing that life's not about me, but it's about other people in serving Christ. Every year I like to change things up a little bit. I like keeping some of the things the same, having the same kind of traditions and such. But ultimately, my passion and desire is to make an experience that will be challenging and fun. And I hope that this can be used as a stepping stone in the young men's life to wanting to seek after Christ. And yes, I realize it's only 2 weeks long, but I hope that they can look back for the rest of their life and see what it means to be a man. And when life is difficult and sometimes you got to wake up in the middle of the night, that they can push on and stand up for what is right in this crazy world that we live in. And so I hope you'll join us for this coming summer of 2025.